We are in week 9 of the NFL season, and the Cincinnati Bengals and the Las Vegas Raiders are trying to keep their seasons from slipping away. What is going on, everybody? What is going on? It is your boy Darian of the Nothing But Raider podcast, giving y'all another video of the week 9 matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Las Vegas Raiders. And this is your first time ever being at the Nothing But Raider podcast channel. We highly suggest that you subscribe and hit the notification bell for all Las Vegas Raiders news. Now, Las Vegas Raiders are coming in 2-6 against the Cincinnati Bengals that is 3-5, and it is a 1 p.m. game on Fox. Now, one thing I can say against the spread that the Raiders are 4-4, and so the Bengals are 4-4. Now, when it comes to the series record, the Las Vegas Raiders lead 21-13 in this lead. In the last meeting that the Bengals beat the Raiders 26-19 on January 15th, 2022 in an AFC playoff game in Cincinnati. Last week, the Las Vegas Raiders did lose to the Kansas City Chiefs 27-20, and the Bengals lost to the Philadelphia Eagles 37-17. Now, the Raiders' offense overall is 21. We are dead last in rush at 31 and passing 18 and scoring ranked 26. Now, the Raiders' defense is tied 11th in the league, ranked 19th in rush, 7th in pass, and 27th in scoring. Now, for the Cincinnati Bengals offense, their offense is overall ranked 18th in the league, 28th in rush, 7th in pass, 11th in scoring. Now, when it comes to the Cincinnati Bengals defense, their overall is 24th. They rank 24th against the rush, 21 against the pass, and 23 in scoring. Now, the turnover differential for the Raiders is -13, and the Bengals are even. Raiders players to watch in this game is running back Alexander Mattison, coming off a poor performance, rushing for 15 yards on 14 carries against the Chiefs, and his 1.1 yard average was the third worst for a back within at least 14 attempts in franchise history. Given the Bengals have issues with stopping the run, this game where Alexander Mattison and probably Zamir White need to produce far better results. Now, for the Bengals, we definitely need to see what players we need to watch as a Raiders fan. Now, the Bengals unable to run the ball, their offensive success depends on the quarterback of Joe Burrow more than ever. Now, Cincinnati has the best 7 passing game in the NFL, and Burrow is among the league leaders in passing and completion rate at 70.3%. Now, the key matchup is the Bengals receivers against the Las Vegas Raiders secondary. Now, the key matchup that we need to see here is the Bengals receivers against the Raiders secondary. Now, Burrow passed for 234 yards against the Eagles, distributing the ball to 7 different receivers. That's not include T. Higgins, who was out with a quad injury, and Jamar Chase is the NFL leading receiver with 674 yards and 7 touchdowns. He's 4th in the league in receptions with 48 and yards after the catch at 302. Raiders safety Trayvon Merrick leads the team with 2 interceptions. Now, the key injuries that we do have in this game is the Raiders center Andre James with an ankle. He might not be able to play. You have guard Dylan Parham with a foot. He could return after not playing the last 2 games. And then you have the Bengals wide receiver T. Higgins with a quad. And you have the offensive tackle Orlando Brown with a knee that is considered day-to-day. The Bengals have won 5 of the 6 in the series going back to 2012. The Bengals beat the Raiders twice in the 2021 season, 32-13 on November 21st in 2021, and 26-19 in the wild card of the playoffs on January 15th, 2022. The first game in this series was a Raiders 31-10 win on October 27th, 1968. The Raiders tight end Brock Bowers leads the NFL with 52 receptions, the 8th time since 1953 that the tight end has led the league in that category through 8 weeks, and the first time since Philadelphia's Keith Jackson in 1988. That's also the highest total ever by a rookie tight end even through that many games. Defensive end Max Crosby has a quarterback pressure rate of 11.1 according to NFL Next Gen Stats, the lowest in his 6-year career. Even though he has 6.5 sacks, 36.8 of those team total, in which in the league second highest. Max Crosby is 1.5 sacks from reaching his 60th career, which would make him one of the 3 Raiders to hit that mark since 1982. With the others of Greg Townsend of 107.5 and Howie Long of 84, safety Trayvon Merrick has 4 tackles for loss and 2 interceptions and 1 of 8 defensive backs in franchise history with those numbers. He also the first since 2014. The Raiders have averaged 35.4 in penalty yardage since Antonio Pierce took over midway through last season, and that's the league's lowest mark. The Bengals have struggled to run the ball with running back Zach Moss and Chase Brown combined for 43 yards against the Eagles last week and 51 yards against the Browns in the previous week. Chase leads the NFL with 7 receiving touchdowns, and Cincinnati Bengals linebacker Jermaine Pratt with 80 and Logan Wilson with 78 leads the Bengals in tackles, with defensive end Trey Hickerson tied for 4th in the NFL with 7 sacks. In my personal opinion, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I really don't think that the Las Vegas Raiders is going to win this game. I don't know what's been going on in practice with them. I don't know what's been going on. But at the end of the day, it's really about how Gardner Minshew really plays. And at the end of the day, if Gardner Minshew turns the ball over, the Las Vegas Raiders will lose this game. So me personally, I would love for my Raiders to win this game, but I have to be completely honest and completely realistic. I have the Cincinnati Bengals beating us, and I think they'll beat us 21-17. But let me know what y'all think, Raider Nation. How do y'all feel? I would love to see my Raiders be like, just win, baby. But at the end of the day, I really think that the Raiders are tanking, and I really see us trying to get a top 5 pick. I don't see us beating the Cincinnati Bengals this weekend. If we do, I'll be happy. But if not, Monkey see, monkey do. But let me know what y'all think, Raider Nation. Let me know what y'all think. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. It's the Nothing But Raider podcast, and I'll see you on the next live stream or in the next video. Peace.